few rules that we like you to follow. First of all, no smoking. There's an intermission. Second, you may take all the pictures you like, but please, no flash photography. The cast is all amateur and all volunteer. We don't want to throw anybody off their game, right? Thank you. We appreciate that. And if you have a cell phone, please make sure that you either have it turned off or have your volume off, because that's a little distracting as well. And last but not least, we like to do something called a call and response, which means that when you hear a certain phrase or sound from up here on the stage, you have to respond with something. And this time, when you hear
The hosers.
you all have to say, take off, eh? Need to wait. So let's give that a little practice.
Take off, eh?
Hey, not bad for a small crowd. Okay, so I'd like to welcome you all to this performance of A Major, a Canadian musical, and ask you to please rise for the singing of O Canada.
When I look around me, I can't believe what I see. It seems as if this country has lost its will to live. The economy is lousy, we barely have an army, but we can still stand proudly, cause Canada's really big. We're the second largest country on this planet Earth, and if Russia keeps on shrinking, then soon we'll be first.
As long as we keep Quebec.
The USA has tanks, Switzerland has banks, they can keep them thanks, they just don't amount, cause when you get down to it, you'll find out what the truth is. It isn't what you do with it, it's the size that counts. Most people will tell you that France is pretty large, but you can put 14 Frances into this land of ours.
It'll take a whole lot of work.
We're larger than Malaysia, almost as big as Asia. We're bigger than Australia, and it's a continent so big we seldom bother to go see one another, though we often go to other countries for vacations. Our mountains are very pointy, our prairies are not. The rest is kind of bumpy, but man, do we have a lot.
Got a lot of land.
We got a lot of land. So stand up and be proud and sing a very loud. We stand up from the crowd, cause Canada's really big.
mountains strong and sparkling snows, a breath of freedom in the wind, o'er emerald fields below. Long may she wave and grace our own, blue skies and stormy weather. Within my heart, above my home, let me believe forever.
Please rise for Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Mona Vista to Vancouver Islands, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From Buena Vista to the Vancouver Islands, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me.
I will never ramble, but I follow my footsteps on the sparkling sands of the diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding.
This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From Buena Vista to the Vancouver Islands, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. The sun was shining as I was strolling, the wheat fields waving and the stars rolling. The fog was lifting, a voice came chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From Buena Vista to Vancouver Islands, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Once upon a time, not long ago, and not far away, there was a big boot. Now look up.
Look up, way up. I look all rusty. Here's a chair for one little one, and here's another chair for a littler one. Today we have a very special guest. Here comes Mr. Dressup.
Hello, everyone. I brought my tickle trunk along today. Does anybody here want to play dress up? Oh, good. Let's see what I have in my tickle trunk. How about a cat? get a little ears on you. What does a cat say?
Oh, look, here comes another one of my favorite things.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Madame.
Bonjour, Shaylin. Would you like to sing a song with us today?
Oh, yes, may we?
Let me think. How about Alouette? Well, I think it's time to go to Shaylin's house to play. Are you ready? Yeah! Well, let's go.
I'm gonna get these little chairs aside for my next little visitors. Goodbye, everyone.
And now, a moment in Canadian history with the Vikings.
I claim this land for the Vikings.
You're too late. I've already claimed this land for the Vikings.
And who are you?
I'm Leif Erikson.
Well, too bad for you, Leif Erikson. I don't see your name anywhere around here.
He doesn't have to leave his mark. It's recorded in the record census.
Prove it!
Let's see. Lawrenson, Gables, Mrs. Erickson. That's odd. I remember taking it, but I can't find it.
That's crazy.
I must have taken leaf off my census. Oh, but don't worry, I'll put it back on.
That's a relief.
But what about me?
You can just leave us alone.
I must really be in the wrong place and time. I need to get going. Back to the future!
I guess you just have to believe.
A visit from Her Royal Majesty, the Queen. I wonder what William Shatner and James Doohan are up to.
Captain's log. Startled. I'm a little older and a few pounds heavier. Oh, I knew.
Scotty! Scotty! I need your help! Scotty!
Where are you? What is it, Captain? Mr. Scott, we have a bit of a problem. We do. I need your help. We have a gala affair tonight. And I need to wear a tuxedo. And it's a little tight. So, see? Okay, well, I need your help. How can I
With this
help?
apparatus.
Oh, with this. Oh, Captain, I'm an engineer, no a miracle worker. Mr. Scott, I
need an engineer. Only an engineer could help me with this. Come on. You can see what I can do, Captain Scott.
Give her my best shot. Ready? Yes. I'm giving her all I can, Captain. I don't know how much more she can take.
Don't care. More. I need more.
I'm afraid she might explode.
Tie her off, Mr. Scott.
Okay, I'll tie her up. There you go, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I'm not sure this was such a good idea.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, of course it was.
One of Canada's best-known poets is Robert Service. We'd like to present a dramatic reading from one of his most loved works. Ladies and gentlemen, The Shooting of Dan McGrew.
Robert W. Service was born in the British Isles, came to Canada toward the end of the 19th century. He became a banker in Victoria with the CIBC, well, it would have been the Bank of Commerce back then. And he was assigned to Kamloops, as a matter of fact, in 1903, where he served a short period of time before moving to the Yukon Territory, where he became a banker in Whitehorse. And he became a lover of the lifestyle of the Klondike and wrote many poems about that lifestyle. And here's one of them. A bunch of the boys were opening it up at the Malamute Saloon. The kid that handles the music box was hitting a jag-time tune. Back at the bar in a solo game was Dangerous Dan McGrew. And watching his luck was his light of love, the lady that's known as Lou. Went out on a night which was 50 below, and into the den and the glare there stumbled a miner, fresh from the creeks, dog dirty and loaded for bear. He looked like a man with a foot in the grave, and scarcely the strength of a louse, yet he tilted a poke of dust on the bar, and he called for drinks for the house.
Let's have a round for the house.
There was none could place the stranger's face, though we searched and ourselves for a clue. But we drank to his health, and the last to drink was Dangerous Dan McGrew. There's men that somehow just grip your eyes and hold them hard like a spell, and such was he, and he looked to me like a man who had lived in hell. With a face most hair and the dreary stare of a dog whose day is done, as he watered the green stuff in his glass and the drops fell one by one. Then I got to figuring who he was and wondering what he'd do. And I turned my head, and there watching him was the lady known as Lou. His eyes went rubbering around the room, and he seemed in a kind of daze, till at last that old piano fell the way of his wandering gaze. The ragtime kid was having a drink, there was no one else on the stool, so the stranger stumbles across the room and flops down there like a fool. In a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt he sat, and I saw him sway. Then he clutched the keys with his talon hands. My God, but that man could play. Were you ever out in the great alone when the moon was awful clear, and the icy mountains hemmed you in with a silence you most could hear, with only the howl of a timber wolf, and you camped there in the cold, a half-dead thing in a stark-dead world, clean mad for the muck call of gold? While high overhead, green, yellow, and red, the northern lights swept in bars. Then you've a hunch what the music meant. Hunger, and the night, and the stars. And hunger, not of the belly kind, that's banished with bacon and beans, but the gnawing hunger of lonely men for a home, and all that it means. For a fireside far from the cares that are, four walls and a roof above, but oh, so cramful of cozy joy and crowned with a woman's love. A woman dearer than all the world, and true as heaven is true. God, how ghastly she looks through her rouge, the lady that's known as Lou. Then on a sudden the music changed, so soft that you could scarce hear. But you felt that your life had been looted clean of all that it once held dear. That someone had stolen the woman you loved, that her love was a devil's lie, that your guts were gone and the best for you was to crawl away and die. It was the crowning cry of a heart's despair, and it thrilled you through and through. I guess I'll make it a spread misere, said Dangerous Dan McGrew. The music almost died away, and then it burst like a pent-up flood, and it seemed to say, repay, repay, and my eyes were blind with blood. The thought came back of an ancient wrong, and it stung like a frozen lash, and the lust awoke to kill, and the music stopped with a crash. The stranger turned, and his eyes they burned in a most peculiar way. In a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt, he sat, and I saw him sway. Then his lips went in a kind of grin, and he spoke, and his voice was calm. Voice, says he, you don't know me, and none of you care a damn. But I want to state, and my words are straight, and I'll bet my poke they're true, that one of you is a hound of hell, and that one is Dan McGrew. Then I dipped my hand, and the lights went out, and two guns blazed in the dark, and a woman screamed, and the lights went up, and two men lay stiff and dark. Pitched on his head and pumped full of lead was Dangerous Dan McGrew, while a man from the creeks lay clutched to the breast of the lady that's known as Lou. There are simple facts of this case, and I guess I ought to know. They say that the stranger was crazed with hooch, and I'm not denying it, so. I'm not so wise as the lawyer guys, but strictly between us two, the woman that kissed him and pinched his poke was the lady known as Lou.
Take off, eh?
Meantime, downtown Canada, Pamela Andersen has been spotted.
Can anybody help me? I'm all confused about this roll up the rim thing to win.
What is it you don't understand, my dear?
Well, I went into Canadian Tire and I tried to roll up the rim for the life of me.
Not a tire rim. A coffee cup rim. You know, a paper coffee cup. Not the China kind, but a paper one.
Oh, really?
Really?
Thank you.
Canada is justifiably proud of its Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Here is a wonderful musical tribute to the RCMP.
When I was young, I wanted to grow up and be a cop in a province, town, or county. I thought it would be great if only someday I could ever be a Mountie. I wanted to beat up crooks and make arrests because that's part of the profession. But now I sit on my horse and tell American tourists the Parliament's in session. I really don't look good in red, and my stupid hat flies off my head in every parade. I'm young and strong and have no fear, but I'm spending my career in motorcades. Move along, move along. I want to enforce the law. I want to wear normal clothes. I want to have to smile
cards in shopping malls is such a pain. Like someone's plotting the assassination of the Minister of Sports and Recreation. You try and say that. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Sometimes I want to puke on Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. Dudley Do-Right's such a jerk.
Damn you, Snivy! Oh, sorry.
And though she tries with all her heart, my horse couldn't catch a shopping cart. Some days I hate to go to work. I want to enforce the law. I want to wear normal clothes. I want to have to smile for diplomats on videos. I'm good at working real hard. I should have joined the Coast Guard. Oh no, the RCMP is not the life for me. It's not the life for me. Me, me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
Meantime, downtown Canada, Pamela Andersen is driving.
It's a siren.
This is a flashing light.
Is there a problem, officer? Ma'am, can you please just explain to me why you are stopping and starting like that?
Well, I was trying to go through the intersection, but that darn light keeps flashing red every single second.
Do you have a driver's license?
I must have left it at home, officer.
Yeah. I'm sure you have some sort of identification.
See here. Oh, yes. Here's a picture of myself.
I didn't know you were a police officer too! Oh, if I didn't know that, I would never have stopped you! Well, here's your go. Come on! Come on, girls!
If you're traveling any highway in Canada, you're sure to spot many semi-trucks. The long-haul trucker is an icon and a lifeline to many communities. Here to tell us of some of his own personal experiences as a trucker, Edgar Murdoch.
I wrote the words, but I have been diagnosed recently with seniorius mementos. Well, I pulled out of Toronto and headed for the Wild Wild West. I got the diesel wound up and she's running at her very best. Well, there's a speed zone ahead, all right, but there's no OPP in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home, all right. I got the 18 forward gears and a Rocky Mountain overdrive. I've been taking little pink pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Volvo on a peak. I've been passing everything, it's so neat. 6 days on the road and I think I'll make it home this week. It seems like a month since I kissed my woman goodbye. I could have a lot of loving, but I'm not like some other guy. I could find someone to hold me tight, if only I could believe it's all right. 6 days on the road, yeah, I'll make it home okay, all right. The DOT is checking down the line, I guess. tonight. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. Yeah.
Meanwhile, downtown Canada, Pamela Andersen seems to have figured it out.
What did you win?
I rolled up the rim and I won a motorhome.
A motorhome. That is impossible. They are not giving away motorhomes.
Yes, they are. I won a motorhome.
They are not giving away motorhomes.
Well, they must be because I won a motorhome.
What does it say exactly?
It says here exactly, win a bagel.
Oh, here comes the Queen again. I wonder if she's lost. In the 80s, singer Alanda Miles had a huge hit with this song about Elvis.
Mississippi in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on a big trawler high. Mama's dancing with a baby on her shoulder. The sun is setting like molasses in the sky. The boy could sing, knew how to move everything. Always wanted more. He knew you loved for. But I found this my little boy's smile. But I found in that slow southern sky a new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Like velvet if you please. Under Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby's in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves him crying in the eyes. He was a sin the way he moved, so sweet and true. Always wanted more. He leave you longing for.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey now. What are you thinking her for? She was singing about me.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, yeah, she was.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
Wasn't.
Was.
Wasn't.
Was.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, cry me.
I never sang that.
My mistake.
Mind you, maybe I should have. It's a darn good song.
Hey, it is.
Hey, what are you doing? You want to come out with me and we'll do some deep fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Maybe shoot up a TV or two?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, man, let's go.
Elvis's alibi have left the building. There's nothing Canadians like more than hockey, and there's no song they like better than the hockey song. Grab your helmets and your sticks and sing along.
Hello out there, on my air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps, the players bump, the fans all go insane. Someone wars, body scars, a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can make. And the best game you can make is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dash with skates aflash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a bird in flames. Waves see them slide the puck inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh! The hockey game is the best game you can make. And the best game you can make is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game of the playoff two. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the ring. And the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of the hockey stick and the one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the whole town wins a good old hockey game. Oh! The hockey game is the best game you can make. And the best game you can make is the good old hockey game. Oh! The good old hockey game is the best game you can make. And the best game you can make is the good old hockey game. One more time. Oh! The good old hockey game is the best game you can make. And the best game you can make is the good old hockey game.
And now, a moment in Canadian history with the Trudeaus.
Frankly, my dear, we've had a wonderful time out here in Western Canada on the tour, but there's something I don't understand. There's a comment about, let the Easterners freeze in the dark. Well, this is what I think about that.
And on that lovely note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short 10-minute intermission. Get up, stretch your legs, visit the washroom if you like, but be back in your seats in 10 minutes.